Hello. Just a quick video updating. I had surgery 2 days ago. Sorry about the condition of me. This is me hopped up on pain meds. I went in, honestly, for those of you who are getting the surgery done, and in Canada anyways, and get the list of things to bring to the hospital, I literally only used my phone and my charger out of the whole list of things. They provided me with absolutely everything else. So, and I heard my neighbor also say the same thing. She's like, wow, it was such a big list of things to bring, and I didn't even use any of it. So, just so you know, you don't actually have to pack anything. They give you slippers. You have to wear the hospital gown. They give you water and vitamins and all that stuff. So if you need any medication, they have it there. So I don't know. It was kind of a waste of packing, but once I got there, I was like super nervous. So on my phone, I have the Calm app, and I did some meditating and just kind of like watched videos and stuff of my family and my kids to just kind of keep me focused and happy in like a happy place. They came and got me, and I wasn't emotional at all up until that point when I walked in to this, surgical theater, I think they call them. And I looked around, and there's all this equipment, and there's all these people that were just waiting. And they just stood there as I walked in, all looking at me, smiling. And it was just really surreal for me that all of those people and that this program in Canada, exists for people like me who need help with our weight. The fact that it exists is so amazing, and that these people came into work that morning to help me, give me this tool. It's not been easy actually since surgery. I'm finding the recovery is quite painful, but I've had a C-section in the past, and this is so far a lot easier than my C-section recovery, but it is still painful. But yeah, it was when I walked into the surgical suite that it hit me, how big of a deal this is, and how grateful I am to live in this country and to be able to utilize this program. They laid me down. They were all very calm. They were very concerned about how comfortable I was laying there, and then they got me to inhale gas, and it was like one breath, second breath, I was gone. I didn't wake up. So my surgery was at 10:45 in the morning, and I didn't really start to understand that I was like awake until probably 6 p.m. I had a clock right outside my recovery room, and I saw 6 p.m. and I was like, what? Like, it's 6? And then my immediate concern was I haven't called my family, and so I wanted to call them, but I was so weak and still so drowsy from the anesthetic that it wasn't until about 10 o'clock at night that I could actually physically pick up my phone and call them. And I was like, my eyes were closing while I was talking to them, and my head was bobbing, so they thought it was quite funny. Yesterday morning, I was picked up at around 8 o'clock by my husband, and I've been just kind of resting since. My mom goes for short walks with me just outside my house. Luckily, we're in a really like warm spell right now. It's like plus 16 in November in Winnipeg right now. So I'm really lucky that way that I can just kind of go out for walks. It's probably every 2 to 3 hours that I get up and go for a walk outside. Not very long, and some walks are much easier than others. Like the last one I just went on this morning was excruciating. I'll use my mom's cane to kind of help me. And I get winded, like out of breath easily. I'm coughing a lot, which they said would be normal from being intubated. I guess I can show you some of so there's some of the little holes there. Those in particular don't hurt. What hurts the most, and from talking to other people, this for them, this was very true as well, is in order for them to see while they're doing surgery, when they put in like the cameras and instruments and everything, they have to inflate your stomach full of air, and not your stomach, like your actual abdomen with air, so they can see what they're doing. And they try to get as much as they can out when they're done, but there is still some residual air that's kind of hanging out in your abdomen after, and that is honestly like the worst part of this. I have kind of a gas bubble just kind of sitting up underneath my diaphragm, and every time I take a deep breath, it's like stab, and it kind of feels like it's my heart. It goes into my shoulders. It's just this really sharp stabbing pain, and for some people it goes away after a couple of days. Other people it hangs around. I talked to somebody on Facebook who she's been having this sort of like gas pain for about 3.5 weeks now. I'm hoping mine doesn't go on that long. I haven't vomited. I almost puked at the hospital after having a couple of sips of water. But since then I haven't felt nauseated. But I have zero appetite. Yesterday I finished one Premier Protein shake throughout the whole day. It worried me. I was like, crap, I know I'm supposed to be eating a lot more than this, but I just have zero appetite because of the pain and because I just keep falling asleep. I sit in my mom's recliner and I just pass out for hours. So I'm trying to get more down today. I have a shake down, and I'm starting with vegetable broth and protein powder and seeing if, I take like a spoonful and I just kind of brace and I hang on because I can feel it sort of like get into the pouch and stretch. And because there's that like gas bubble there, it hurts. So every spoonful just, it hurts. And so it's just about pushing myself to get past that pain and knowing that that gas bubble eventually is going to go away. So yeah, that's me 2 days. This is me 2 days after surgery. From the beginning, from the start of Boost to when I went in for surgery, I had lost 24.3 pounds, which is crazy. I'm up a couple pounds. I'm assuming that's because they were giving me IV fluids and I just maybe have retained some. But from now on, I'm not going to weigh myself every day. I've never enjoyed doing that. So just once a week, I'm going to weigh myself and see where I'm at. So yeah, I won't make another video for until like today is Wednesday. I'm going to start making weekly videos on Mondays. So hopefully I will be feeling a lot less groggy and crappy. Thanks for listening.